Hey guys, this is Kirob speaking, and today we are back in the light campaign mode V2 of Automation, the car company tycoon game. And I completely fucked up. I just recorded a whole episode without video. All the audio was there and it was brilliant. There were so many awesome jokes in there, but you all missed them because I'm fucking stupid. And now I'm recording the next episode. And I think, first of all, I need to explain the first item on the list here to you. What would you think that is? Well, we can take a look. So I was perusing my book of markets and I did spot something rather extraordinary. When I take a look at the sales in Florinia, I see that we are barely catering to the city segment in Florinia. The city segment is one of the strongest suits in Florinia overall. They just love their tiny little city cars. The next thing I did was to go like, maybe that could work out. Oh no, the next thing was building an off-road car doesn't work because Floridians hate off-road cars and Ahana doesn't have money to buy the off-road cars. So not really a thing I want to do. Family utility would be somewhat cannibalizing, but not really something I would want to do right now either. And light delivery is, it's not really our style, is it? And yes, the family utility stuff would be great for 1990, as well as the off-road stuff would be really cool for 1990, because then the market to Gesmir opens up and they love those vehicles. But for now, city vehicles are something we are not producing. Oh, yeah, that I have to get to a little bit later. So what did I do? I designed the VA, Vista Automotive Pico. Let's take a look at the car. And yes, first off, the car. And as you can see, it is a mint green, the perfect color for whatever. It's designed in '66, so I let 2 years pass there. All recording without video. And it is super lightweight. It has amazing performance. As you can see here, it accelerates from 0 to 100 in 18.4 seconds. It has an engine which just beats the crap out of everything. 900cc inline 3 with 40 horsepower. Isn't that amazing? It's a tiny car. And it has tiny brakes on there. They are so small that you barely can't see them. There they are. And it was a bit of a challenge to make it work with the brakes, although the vehicle is so light, it's not that big of an issue. The tire sizes are 520 mil. That was the main part of the challenge. Yes, tiny tires, but reasonably good on the economy side of things. And let's check it out. 6.4 liters, 100k. Very nice, especially for Floridians. And if we take a look at the markets, I marked it up at 50%. This is the premium version. And this will be selling... Oh, this is Ahana. This car is not made for Ahana. The premium is certainly out of reach for all the Ahanans. But for Floridians, just look at that. Very nice. And it fits neatly in here. And if we go to the base version, which has 30% markup, see, it's like, yeah, everything. City budget. Florinia? They can't afford it? What? Yes, they can't afford it. That's a shame. But the city segment loves it. And even the Ahanans can buy it in the normal city segment. And the standard is something in between, which fits both categories there. As you can see here, it's doing really well. And in all kinds of... Also, the commuter category is another one which this will sell into. Potentially cannibalize a little bit with our standard car, but not too badly. So what's the kicker, you ask? The kicker is the factory. Because I chose to build a large 2 with a large plot and a large 1 for the engine. So that is expensive. The whole project cost is 1.2 billion. 1.2 billion with a very long factory build cost. And you see, we are producing so many. 977 cars a day. So massive production. Very cheap to build too, this car. And selling mainly in Florina. Almost the whole production will be sold in Florina. Now that we have cleared that up, and it was such a nice design phase too. It's too bad you didn't see that, right? And yeah, so my thoughts then were like, shit, we have to get rid of this research as quickly as possible. So because that is 4, it was at 6 in order to get us to 5. And that is, as you can see, 4 million a month extra. And we reached 5, and I cut that off, as well as we reached 4 in the top end, which was sitting at 5, and I cut that off. And then we had very nice tick overs with much reduced costs, where we basically didn't have to pay any taxes, like 20 million here or there, but nothing serious. And we are still sitting at 1.1 billion roughly, which was the exact same status in 1966, so you haven't missed that much on that front. And the only thing that is a bit bothering me is this here. We are not getting rid of our VA61 Sprint. And 13 months, 14 months of build up there. We need to produce a few more premium vehicles, but nah, it's all not looking that good over here. And the convertibles have been doing a little too well too. Not well enough to. Even though the numbers here are looking great, it just cannibalizes too much. That's something hopefully the Dash will solve. Alright, but what are we going to do then? First of all, I think with so many productions on the line and potential loss of money coming up, I just have to wait until all of them are in production and we have gotten rid of this old crap. But we are selling really well here now. What is going on? Is the economy up there again? Yeah, it's kind of good. It's kind of good. But that's probably not it. Why doesn't it want to produce more premiums? I told them to produce more premium vehicles. Another problem that is coming up is we need to get rid of this stock before this one gets into production. And we have 80,000 cars sitting in a parking lot. Oh shit. That's a lot of money sitting in the parking lot too. That is all something we could use to sell. This premium doesn't want to... Okay, this is also sold out. And this is just 5 months. So less of the base, more of the premium. Yeah, we can arrange that. And there we go. Made a loss of 48 million, peanuts, and thus we don't need to pay taxes. Perfect. Let's just check the research real quick. We're almost at 2. So I think I'm going to invest now into getting into 4 here, so that it speeds up once again. And soon enough, our VA-66 will be online. And now we're already paying for the factory and stuff. Oh yeah, it's selling out. This one is selling out. And there we go. Without too much of a hassle, we got this one over. And now it's just the 2 big ones with the 2 large factories. How much are we selling? Oh, this is also stocking up quite a bit. Let's take a look at how this goes. Yeah, well, the setup isn't the problem, really. It's the cannibalism, once again. Damn it. Alright, and now it's just 1 more month until everything is in production. Let's roll until then, and then see how bad it is. Oh yeah, okay, here we go. So, this one is almost sold out. That's good news. Where is it? The Dash is selling well. The Sprint is almost sold out. It's excellent. We only have 900 more cars there, but no one wants them. So, yeah, we can just set them down to like no price at all. And that's the base one. Yeah, we can just get rid of it. Like this, just a 30% off in Arjana, so that the Arjanans can afford some basic sports cars from yesteryear. And we didn't lose that much money in the process of making all these. And this doesn't look all too bad. This does look really bad though. It might be due to the stock of this one. I'm not entirely sure. Or we are entirely saturating it with our Pico now. Can't tell. Oh no, no more cannibalization. I think we have enough of this car for a while. Let's only build the premium. And for the Pico, yeah, well, the standard doesn't seem to be doing all that well. The base is selling like crazy. 12k cars a month, or 13k even. Mighty impressive. That's probably stealing from all the other base versions. But overall, just look at how much money we are losing, because that is just too much production. It is too much production for the market as a whole. We are just stocking up on cars. Let me pause this and just make sure. Wow, okay. We are selling out. We're covering everything. City segments are now coming up. Yep, we're getting a little bit of awareness there. That's another thing, of course. We don't have much awareness in these segments at all, and that needs to be built up. That is a potential big seller later on. But the economy is also dipping down, so we don't want to get into too much trouble right now. The budget category peaking up, that's usually not a good sign. This is slightly on the downturn as well. Ooh, let's see, markets, all red. Apart from the pony shit. No, we don't want that. Okay, so overproduction overall. And which one is the worst one? The worst offender? Is it the dash? I think it is the dash. So let's revise this one down. Just to one shift. Want to get rid of this. And this one can be revised down as well. Okay, this should be a lot better. Yes, 58 million. Yeah, much better. 58 million. Even the Pico gets a little bit of profit now. It's somewhat more sustainable, I would say. We have sold out of the Sprint, or have we? Yes, we have. So let's just get rid of this one from the list. The list is becoming very long. And there we go. Again, only a slight loss overall, perfectly timed for not getting any taxes. And so this one is doing very well, and we are slowly selling off our massive stock. This one isn't doing all that well, and we are selling off our stock. We are producing too much. It's just overproduction. Here we are gaining a moderate amount of stock. Says the guy who has 92,000 cars sitting in its parking lot. But we are getting a profit. So that's all good. And we want to build awareness in the markets. That is a very important point, because without awareness here, well, you can't expect to sell. So that will increase over time. Rather drastically, I would hope. And this is nice and green. We are basically selling to all the categories. R&D almost there for this, and now we need to think of designing a new car. What could that be? So we'd want to have, I think it would be the standard one, the successor to the VA66. That needs a follow-up for 75. And let's see what is available here. Ah, yes, body year 1970. But my problem with this one is that it has only 2 doors. This is a bit more of a sporty version. Let's take a look at this one. This has a 2-door and a 4-door. That would probably be the better family vehicle overall. Yeah, nice big boot, 700 liters cargo space, and we can make a premium variant here with just 2 doors. Yeah, let's go with this one. Okay, quick design of that one. Oh, we are up to 34.7% on the familiarity for the double wishbones. And I think now the time has come to bite the sour apple and build a full alloy engine. We could also go with inline 6 actually, because this is really nice. A bit more premium, maybe a bit too much premium, because this is expensive. Material, let's check here. Well, that's 50 bucks right there, and here we have another 35. Yeah, it's not too bad, but maybe a bit overkill to go with an inline 6 then, which also makes it much more expensive. A 2-liter engine might also be a bit overkill. I don't know, maybe a 1.8. Alright, so here I deliberately leave off the tech pool so that we have an easier time in general getting the bottom end done, as we have the full alloy construction here for the first time. And this is the bottom end tech, so we don't want to spend it on pistons and conrods like our standard stuff, but rather the block itself, family stuff. The same really goes for the head. Full alloy construction for the first time, so I want to leave the tech pool open so that we save engineering time there, get another 20% bonus there apart on top of the familiarity ratings, just because we don't use our 4 tech pool here. This engine is large enough to warrant a single 4-barrel carb, I think. Further building our familiarity rating in that technology. That will be very helpful a little bit later. And we're going with regular 91, just as usually, and make this very lean. And ignition timing 60, probably revving to 5.2. And here we want to invest everything we have. Let's take a look at the price once again. Or no, not once again, because I didn't show you in the last episode, which got wasted. Yeah, 230 it was, right. And at plus 10 it is just 346. But I think we bite that bullet because the massive increase in, let's see, that is just 312. This is 46. Maybe you're going with plus 9. It sounds like a very good compromise. Anyway, we want to have not too much power out of this one. That is more than enough. And a little bit of knock. Let's get rid of that. Oh yeah, that was that was very optimistic by me. What more do we do? A little bit of ignition timing to get that back, and perfect. Can we rev higher? Yes, a little bit. Oh, there's the cliff. So we don't want to go over the cliff. A bit better setup for the exhaust diameter. 83. Yes, that is nice and close to what we have. And very good torque curve. Good economy as well. Almost hitting 20% here. Let's see how many ratios we have. It's still just 3. Oh shit. It's bad. I want to get into the automatics once we have 4 gears available. And maybe 5-gear manual, and just get to the top speed roughly, and then make the gearing a bit shorter. But we do want to get to 100 kilometers an hour with 3rd gear. Yes. Now we can invest everything in there. Makes it a bit more drivable. A medium compound road tires, 165s. That looks about right. And how much larger can we go here? 175s. No, that's overkill. And we're riding on 80s, so we can go with 16-inch rims. That's nice and large. And just put out the wheels a bit. Better handling, less swaying from side to side. And steel, we want to make this cheap. Remember, we are a cheap car manufacturer. And solid disc 2 piston and 1 piston. The 1 piston, yes, exactly. The 1 piston drum brake. Yes, that is exactly what we want. And then size, maybe go 260 to start out with. And here we go with, if it's 2 piston, no, 1 piston and 325. Maybe that is enough. It's a pretty large car. Larger than I really wanted it to be, because the Floridian market doesn't like those large cars that much. But yeah, you take what you get there in that case. Here we want to have about double the cooling then. And 5 seats, basic, none, power steering, free, and nothing. But, oh, there's no more advanced 60 safety, obviously not. So, yeah, advanced 70s it is. Progressive springs, yes. And gas monotube, yes. Passive sway bars, yes. Now, just need to reduce the front by 1. There we are. And increase rear sway bar. Yes, 1. Okay, perfect. And maybe 2 there. And this is pretty much optimized. Yeah, it is. So this is already the final setting for those. Family rating, yeah, spot on. We are doing the correct thing. This is a bit low though. So maybe we do need to go with a 2-piston setup. Wow, that's overshooting massively though. They are not really that fussed about it. So let's go to 70 here. Yes, that's actually better. 94, yes, they love this shit. So we go to 60 there. No, that's not the good decision. So what we want to do in this case is get the size up for this one, so that you get rid of the fade and then drop the pad, so that you have more mass in the brake itself, in order to get rid of the brake fade, and then compensate with the pad type, so that it doesn't lock up the rear wheels too badly. Okay, much better setup overall. And family rating is already up at 94.5%. What do we do for other interior shit? Don't really have to do anything here, but this one, what do they think? Wheel spin is not an issue. Is performance an issue? I don't think it is. It's 12.9 seconds from 0 to 100. It's decently fast in 1971. That's actually really fast. Building little performance cars here. Detailed stats. And we have in drivability performance penalty 0. Exactly what we want. We even managed to get a performance penalty of 0 for the little Pico, our VA Pico. And that was with just 40 horsepower. Okay, cool. We have all the naming been done, and now we can start to clone some things. First, I want to make a premium version of this one. Yes, base clone will be the premium. And for the markets, let's check out what we put in there. We are already in Floridia, so we can activate the family and family premium. And then, let's see, standard moves this one up quite significantly. The basic, yes, continues to rise, 74. Ooh, it is continuing to rise. Premium, yes. So they actually like this as their standard already. And that is before engineering, keep that in mind. So this figure won't be as much a problem. And I think they kind of prefer in this premium setup the 4 seats. The 2 seats would be even more premium for that segment, but nah, I want to keep the practicality up there for some of the other categories. It's just making sense. And now we could even start to make a bit of a real premium vehicle. So let's make another one. Let's go over here and select a 2-door variant. And we make it all white. Yes, white is the color of pureness. The pureness of Achanan luxury cars. And we put luxury interior in here. And luxury 8-track. Can we do that? Limited production. Yeah, and 2-seater. Ooh, family sport. Could sell this into the family sport, but for that, I think we need to make another variant of this. So this will be the luxury. But we call it the Luxury S because it is a bit more sporty. We are branching out here. And clone this one, select the clone, and build the clone. What are we going to build here? Tiny engine, of course, so let's rev it a little bit higher. More mid-end here. Yeah, 40-ish is perfect. And we can richen it up a bit. Like 14. And more ignition timing. Oh, first the compression, of course. Unfortunately, we can't really increase the rev limiter because we're still using the same internal, so that doesn't help. But I can open up the exhaust a little bit. Like this, 91 horsepower. Yeah, much better. So this is almost a little bit sporty. Let's take a quick look. Up, down, and... Oh, they actually don't like that more. They like it less. Meh. They don't have taste. Let's see. Oh, Fun Premium is doing really well. Luxury. I wanted to make it really nice for the premium category here. I kind of like it, but not really. Ahana. Well, it still sells, but let's just see if we really want to build this engine or if it's actually better with the standard. So we do get more drivability, we do get more comfort, we do get much less sportiness and less prestige. But, oh yeah, and a little bit cheaper. Much better economy. Yeah, okay, I can see that. I can see that. No, it isn't too much of a difference. But I think... Yeah, do we want to go with this? Nah, not really. I mean, let's keep it simple. I rather put that money into making this one more reliable then. And make a... we have our more premium luxury vehicles anyway. So we can just equally well delete this one. And just use our standard engine. Otherwise, all good. I think we are ready to put this through engineering. Oh yeah, we need a bit more reliability here. 4 years, but for this one we have our expert crew, of course. Not to forget. 3.8 years. So now there we go. 4 years. And for the engine, we don't have anyone, but we don't need anyone. Familiarities are up in the 30 to 40% region. Very good. I appreciate that. And 3.6 years, a little bit shorter than the car engineering, but we don't really care. Or do we want to reduce this maybe to our standard? Like this. Yeah, around below 70. That is the best for the money. And which factory do we want to use? Well, that is clear. We want to use our standard factory. And we do want to upgrade it, I think. Now let's take a look. How can we upgrade a factory that is already so upgraded? Answer is we can only up the automation level. 250 million for that. Are you sane or insane? I think they... Wow. Shit, that's almost 200 million just for this little upgrade. Just to save... how much? Are you kidding me? Okay, that saves us 30 bucks in production costs. 30 bucks times a million cars is a lot of money, I have to say. And it does, yeah, it does drop the staff quite a bit. And we can invest a bit more into this too. Ooh, expensive. But not in this one. That's pure overkill. So we have, but we want to upgrade this. Okay, cars made a day, 969. But engines made a day, only 700, oh no, 800. So let's up, what? Okay, yeah, let's up this one. Now we have no more problems with engine underproduction. And in order to pay for all this, we could just reduce tooling quality as well. I mean, that makes it super cheap, the upgrade. Yeah, let's do that. Whoa, look at this. Yeah, the Luxury S is a very nice premium budget vehicle. In Achana, it's more like a premium vehicle. All good though overall. Family premium, commuter premium. We are covering our standard cars more or less, but even the sports cars don't have anything proper over here. It will get more expensive though, and it is certainly not a supercar. Yep, ballpark figures are set, and I think we're happy with this. This one just costs us... Oh, we have no markup. Break-even point is never. Ouch, sorry, yes, this needs markup. The base one, we go just 20%, I think. Premium 40, and here we can go 60. Oh yeah, the numbers have changed. Maybe like this. Much better. And now, break even after just 8 months. Profit per month, 74 million. Coolies! Let's build this. And what I just noticed is that we missed this one by a month. So that is not the smartest thing to do. But now we should be able to see, yep, there jumped here. That is how you see it when to produce your next car. Anyway, let's have this run another month and get the research sorted out so that I don't forget. And this is now at 3. No, we have to run another one. Damn it, because this is still green. If it's still green, if you are at the value, then it would still increase. So, another month. Alright, you can have it. There we go. Okay, cool. So now we are stacked with tech pool. Do we want to have anything else is the question. Deep thought. Very deep thought. I think I will sleep over that. So, I hope you enjoyed, and see you guys next time.